friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome back to a flip through of my creative daily journal. We're going to go ahead and flip through June of 2024. Okay, if you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I have been choosing an item of the month to challenge myself and inspire myself to use my stash and use my supplies. And I am so grateful that some of you are playing along with me. Misery loves company and all that sort of stuff. But June, the item of the month was stencil. And I am not going to lie, it threw me a little bit for a loop. So the short version is I basically ended up stenciling my backgrounds ahead of time to prep my journal because I just could not kind of wrap myself around stenciling on a daily basis or per day that I'm journaling. Like it's like getting out the stuff and it's just a lot for me. So some of that I filmed for you guys, and I know I filmed some of these pages along the way, but that's kind of, the nuts and bolts of it. So this is a journal, a pre-made journal. I just used a journal that I had in my stash, and I covered it in paper, white, paper that I had stenciled. Okay, so that's my stencil. I went ahead and glitter Mod Podged over it, or acrylic paint, I think actually, with glitter, and then put some stickers on the front. These are just generic, I think, like, off Amazon or whatever. And this one is from Sweet Lydia. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can get in here. Let me make sure I have you. Let me get you in kind of as close as possible. I think that's about the best we can do. And there's a little bit of a glare, but okay, let's see if we can get through this. Yeah, I've really been enjoying the challenge. It's definitely a way to keep me thinking a little bit differently and not get into quite such a routine. And I will say, except for stencils, the items have stayed kind of current in my thinking. So I'm using more quotes. I'm using more punches. The stencils, again, were just a little bit harder for me to get out. So, but that's okay. I really enjoy it on this journal. It's a little bit different and more artsy, if you will. And it turned out perfect. So I just made a note here, item of the month, and I put stencils. And then on the front, this is, stenciling. And then I did another stencil here with a B and put it on there just as my title page. Now, some of these flow, you guys, and some of these are just like so disjointed, it makes my head hurt. Okay, this is one of those pages. First of all, it's pink. I don't know. I tried. I actually like the bright pink, but anyway, so this whole thing in the background is a stencil, and I just went, through it with my pen and tried to use them as like journaling boxes. It's a scrapbooking stencil. Like you could put little photos in here, kind of like I did here, but anyway, not a lot. We went to ice cream. That's the favorite flavor of Gigi. And so we sent that to her. My son was actually, went shrimping this day, and he sent us this picture of this giant shrimp. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Like I've never seen a shrimp that big. And I had a picture from an old printable that Brooke did. And, let me write down names already. Let's see here. Lydia and Brooke. I had a printable that she did, and it had a lobster on it. And I was going through here and showing you guys, and I was like, oh, I'm going to try and use this lobster printable because I don't think people really can tell if I cover, blah, 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 blah. And Sweet Brooke drew me this shrimp. It's like the perfect, it's exactly, Brooke, you were so talented and so sweet, and I love it so much. So thank you so much. He made the first page of my June journal. So I just kind of wrote like little notes, like went shrimping, went to dinner and pizza and ice cream after. So up here, I also went ahead and used one of my stencils with just markers to do all of my days for, for the whole month. So technically every page has a stencil on it because that's what I used for my days, but I did do it on the backgrounds as well. Some of these I used like acrylic paint, some I used watercolor, and some I used, like ink pads. So we'll kind of go through it. Again, not a fan. It's okay. So this is just a border stencil, obviously. Oh, this is funny. So what happened here? We went to soccer game Did we have that? Why is that on that day? Anyway, we went for a walk this morning with the gym crew. We got bagels afterward. We went to Rue's game, her soccer game. It was pouring rain, you guys. Oh my gosh. It was a hoot to see her play though, and like catch up with the other parents and stuff. It's so cool that she's playing on this level. But anyway, and then we came home and we made a wonderful dinner together. And I said I love these days. My son and his girlfriend were there, and then my husband and I and Rue. And then so one of my son's friends had like left these at our house from whatever. And so we had one left. And so they got it out and I tried it and they were like all laughing or whatever. And they were like, you got iced. And I'm like, what? So I don't even know. Do you know this game, Iced? I'd never heard of it. And I said, these stupid drinks got left at our house. So I tried one and all the kids were laughing. Anyway, I was supposed to chug it. And I was like, haha, no, thank you. So I don't know. I've never heard of that game, but apparently it's like a new drinking game with this particular drink. I don't even know. It wasn't even that good in my humble opinion, but to each his own. Okay. Monday the 3rd, I have just a little note in here. This is a new, obviously, thing of iron I bought. This has a little stenciling on this. I just cut a piece of paper. I said my husband headed to Bellingham today. He's supposed to be gone for 12 to 13 days. We'll see. He hates time away. I said, we're so different. And I'm so grateful for his hard work. He hates being away. And I'm always like, gosh, what fun. You get to stay in the hotel and you get to, have breakfast every day. And, and he absolutely hates it. So I put this little spaceship here. Let's see. This is Lydia and June. No, not Lydia and June. No. Jenny, May, June. Okay, sorry. This is Courtney Diaz. Okay. Again, just some, dot stenciling in the back. This is a hot mess one in the back too. This is actually one of my favorite ones. It kind of looks like these amoebas or something. I don't even know. This was kind of a fun day. At school, the kids had to play. It said they had their first musical. It was a lot. Anyway, they did well. The kids did well. This was a picture out of like a coloring book that some of them were working on. So I just did that. I think I missed my blood donation today, which kind of upsets me, honestly. I didn't get a reminder. There's a new company and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I hit the gym after work, and then we went to dinner afterwards. And then my husband sent a cool picture of him at his job, and my daughter went to practice, and my son and his girlfriend went to dinner at her family's house. We have a high of 62 and a low of 48. I kind of like to document that sometimes. This stencil's like a giant one in the background with some light purple ink. I just cut up notepads here. And these, actually a notepad I think I found in the teacher's lounge that someone, it's the end of school. And so, the teachers are cleaning out their classrooms, they're whatever. And so every day when you go in, there's like stuff on the table, like if they don't want it for maybe another teacher to pick up or whatever. So I took a piece, a couple pieces, I don't even know. And so I just wrote that. So spent the day, oh yeah, oh gosh. Okay. So today I was actually at home. I had an all-day training on, not a fun topic. And then I worked on making this journal while I was watching the trainings. Yeah. And then they announced the 2 winners from last month's competition at the gym. And I had won, and this is the male winner. And so I just think that's funny. And I don't even know. Oh, yes, it was. It was a plate hold. Yeah. And then had fun. I said, eventually making this journaling. Yeah. Item of the month challenge is hard. Then I hit the gym and so my son and his girlfriend spent a long time trying to look at apartments today online, which is, fascinating. Here's another picture of my husband working. This is my note here to finish this. I don't know. Something else needs to go here and I forgot what. So this is just pieces of artwork that I cut up. That was a big, poster board size or whatever, and I just cut it up into pieces. And then this background I absolutely love. I love how it turned out, the stenciling background. All right, the next day, this is a stencil, these journaling boxes. So again, I just did it with, marker. I painted it and then did it with the marker. My daughter's friend brought me flowers today, and then I put, this is the last Friday at work. The girls sent a picture of them sunbathing on the deck while I was there. And, my coworker and I went out afterwards and had like a little pizza with some of the people from work. We finished this thing of coffee. I always like to put the coffee bags in here. We love this coffee company, and we've been trying their different flavors. The boy loves the new coffee. We always enjoy Black Rifle. Yeah. My husband called and they're ahead of schedule. I hit the gym after work, and my coach brought her sweet pup, and she had her in this backpack. Oh my gosh, it was so stinking cute. So stinking cute. Amazing. All right. Let's see what's going on this day, Saturday the 8th. So lots of things. Obviously, I think I went to the thrift store. I made a tag here. Yep. Rue and I headed to Goodwill and found some goodies and stopped at the market and got Chipotle on the way home. And, I found a sensory bin and an expandable for work. We also went to the Dollar Tree. Oh yeah, for like $50 worth of school stuff. So let's see here. I said, here's a little note. Yeah, wow, found a wasp in the bathroom today. I said, yikes, no thank you. Oh yes. When I got home, there was a wasp nest on the floor, and the wasps were flying around it. I picked it up and threw it outside. Yes. Okay. See, this is why we journal, because, so we have a skylight window in one of our bathrooms. And I guess when my husband opened it that morning, somehow it jarred a wasp. I don't even know, but when I came home, it was on the floor, and there were, yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. When I got home, I was going to lay out, and then, a friend called and needed a ride. She's moving out of her boyfriend's place and needed a ride to go get her stuff. So I took her, and then I headed to the game, and I didn't have time to change. I felt so bad. This, oh my gosh. This has been, I don't know where it's been. It was in my car like 5 years ago. And I guess I've had it in my supplies here, but I thought this was a good day to put it on. So I watched Rue play tonight. Fun to see old teammates and parents. It's interesting, the new team she's on. It was cool. But anyway, she let one goal in, but she had awesome saves, and the final score is 0-3. So they lost, but the other goalie obviously let two in. And I just said, I'm glad she's enjoying being on the pitch again. It's just really cool to see her play and to enjoy being with a team. Went to the gym this morning. With my boy, super fun workout. Oh my gosh, he's such a fast runner. I love spending quality time with him. And then he and his girlfriend headed to their beach house for the weekend, her family's beach house. This was a great workout. It was so fun. Saturdays are fun because they're always a partner workout. And so I took him that day. And he's so fast. And so, I was glad he was my partner for that part. Okay, so this is Sunday. Let's see. I had obviously a Bobo's peanut butter. This is like candy. It's not any good. They say it's healthy, but I mean, it's probably healthier than, try these new PB&J snacks. Pretty good pickup. I mean, it's carbs and sugar, right? So, and I put whiskey, and I hung out all day. He escaped twice, and I made him a special celery and peanut butter treat. So we've been making these treat trays for him. And so like on Instagram, I get the little treat recipes, and one of them was like celery and peanut butter. Today we made the Dolly Parton Fabulously Fudgy Brownie Mix. Those are pretty dang good. Dolly makes a pretty good baking box recipe. So, and today was my daughter's friend's graduation. And so she went up early in the morning, got ready with her, went to graduation with her family and everything. And then afterwards, she had a party at a brewery. And so, yep, I said the sweet girl graduated today. Rue spent the day with her and I joined after for the party. Up here, oh, I just made that a little flip in. Didn't write anything. And my son and his girlfriend went, yep, up at the family cabin, making the most of summer. Oh, they went to Forks and they had a great time at the beach. Yeah. This is a cool stencil. I used a piece of paper. This is scrapbooking paper, that's laser cut, and I just put paint through it. That's really one of my favorite. All right. So this is a floral one. I sprayed it. I sprayed through it on this side and then flipped it for this side. So it's like same but different. Today was field day. And I said, holy cow, it was busy. It was very different than an experience I've had. It was great. The staff had a step competition. I thought I was doing so well. I got 16,000 steps and our custodian got 26,000 steps. 26,000 steps. That's insane to me. So, oops, don't know why this is in here. Is it supposed to be glued? Was it glued? Don't know. We squatted tonight. Yeah. So I put this little girl in here. I said I wore shorts today because we're not supposed to wear shorts, but everybody that works at the school was like, wear what you're comfortable with at the school. And I was on the field all day. I actually wore pants, and then halfway through the day, first of all, it was really hot. And second of all, I was running back and forth trying to help kids and ended up putting on my shorts, which was fine. So, all right. The next day, was 5th grade graduation. Yep. I think I stopped at Jack in the Box. I think that's where this bag is from. This is a fun stencil in the background here. Here's a tag that one of you made me a long time ago and sent me. I'm using it. And I put, yep, today was 5th grade graduation. I said I cried. They are so sweet. It's such a big day for these kids. Oh, I went to Jack in the Box for breakfast. I said, not good choices. And I ran by TJ Maxx on the way home to get some cool earrings. I didn't go to TJ Maxx to get, and this was a little note that one of the teachers sent me. She sent a kid to my office to give me a note. And when I got the note, it just says he needs a break. This is a nothing note, 10 minutes. So I just, kind of talked to him or whatever, had him help me with something official, that sort of thing. Anyway, these are stars that were up. This was a border that was up on one of the teacher's things. Oh yeah, so I did find cool earrings. That's not why I went though. So I did go to TJ Maxx. I happened to find earrings. I'm not too sure why I went. 5th grade graduation. I feel like I wrote this and forgot I had written it, and then I wrote on the tag, or vice versa. But anyway, it kind of repeats itself. School's wrapping up. I'm excited for the last day, but also super aware that some of these kids don't want to go home for summer. Yep. All right, Wednesday the 12th is the last day of school. Here's a little teacher note, and it said, teachers, and I just put awesomeness. Last day of school. It was so sweet to see all the kids love on their teachers. So many emotions. We're going to miss them so much, and so many changes over the summer. Just so many kids leaving, right? Always moving, constant changes, helping them deal with the emotions of that. So this is another little guy from the same, border that one of the teachers took down. I put so many families moving over the summer. I know today was the last time I will see some of them. Yeah. Lots of groups today on feelings. Lots of, yeah. This was like a little thing that the staff did and left it on my door. I just thought that was sweet. And then, good day, last day. Started to move offices. I had good conversations with teachers and great night at the gym. Great night at the gym, and like a leaf stencil in the background. The next day is the 13th, and it's officially summer break. Woo, woo. And I put plans for the summer film, sell items, Disney, Catalina, complete CEUs, renew license, camp, travel to California, journal retreat, clean craft room, complete HR paperwork, dial in nutrition, and work out 5 times a week. You know what we should do? We should do a fun little check off the box, because some of it happened and some of it didn't. So let's we could use this. It's a little teardrop or raindrop. I don't know. We did film. We'll do a little stop there. I did not sell. I have a bunch of items I want to sell in a box, and there, I did not do that. I did complete my CEUs and my licensing, renew license, did that. We didn't go camping. The kids went camping, but yeah, we did travel to California. And why is this not? I did not do a journal retreat. Did I clean my craft room? I don't. I think that's like a half. Like I sort of cleaned the craft room. Complete HR paperwork. I don't know about that. I've done some. I want to check off like some. Dial in nutrition. I've done some and some not. And work out 5 times a week. I've done some. The goal was 5 times a week. And on the weeks that I was here, I did it. And on the weeks I wasn't here, I did not. So we did go to Disney and we did go to Catalina. So, pretty fun. We did get burgers with the gym crew. I was home alone in the morning. My husband's working. I started to journal, and the boy came and visited. I started to journal, and then the girl came home, which was a surprise. Oh, that's right, because she had gone to visit friends. Okay, in Montana, and we got to talking, and I was unable to film. The boy left at 3. Rue left at 3:30, and then I got ready for the gym. I didn't even watch anything on YouTube or a movie. And then I put whiskey through up a bit tonight. We've had a summer of whiskey, feeling a little delicate in the stomach. So we had to dial in the snacks. We had to dial in the snacks and the food from the table, which isn't very good for him, obviously. So this one has a sticky because I haven't done the journaling. I'm actually happy with kind of this page and the coloring. I need to go back. I chose this. Like, I remember making the page. I obviously filmed this day. I don't know what the pill means. If I went and picked up a prescription that day, I obviously did laundry. This is a page I need to come back to. Okay. And I know Rue had a game. So that's where we're at with this. So I do have a couple pages that are not done. This is Saturday, and I have a lot to journal this day and just didn't get to it. And when I went to flip it, I was like, oh, shoot, there's obviously things to journal. So I will go back in. That's an easy one. But our gym had a party tonight, and one of our trainers is joining the fire academy, and so leaving the gym. And so we had, a party, and it was so cute. These plates are so adorable. Off of Amazon. So it was all a fireman theme, obviously. It was just so stinking cute. Napkins, plates, the whole thing. Okay, this is Father's Day. Oh my gosh, my kids were on the couch most of the day, and we ate pizza, and then we barbecued and had an amazing dinner out on the deck. But most of the day, this is the reality of it. My son was actually a little hungover. He went and had a big event the night before, and anyway, it's an annual thing they do, and I was like, you cannot plan that the day before Father's Day again. So, I put the reality of our day. Yeah. He actually won Beer Olympics the night before. He and his partner. We watched sailboat racing and whatnot on TV. My husband barbecued an amazing dinner. It's also Father's Day, and it's the first one without my dad, and so it was emotional and hard coming into it, and hard kind of walking through the day, like we all knew it would be. And they were very gentle with me, and they were all missing my dad too. He was here last year for Father's Day, and so these things we know will be hard. We can kind of prep ahead of time for some things that we expect to be hard. Other things obviously just knock us off our balance because they're so unexpected. So it was a day of mixed emotions, obviously. All right. The next day is the 17th. This is my stencil for the day right here. And I took off all the stickers. These were all on my water bottle, and I took them all off. I think I journaled this page with you guys. And So I said I was up at 5 when my husband left. I went back to sleep until 9. I journaled a bit. The kids woke up. Oh, then I started my CEUs. Yep. I had to do ethics. I'll finish tomorrow. Went to dinner. Yeah, went to dinner. No, my son went to dinner at his girlfriend's house and then came home and we had a nice visit and a talk. I cherish these moments so much. Yeah, Rue went to practice tonight. Oh, and I am feeling strong at the gym. It's smudged. Oh, and a new member tonight that used to be at my last gym, and it was fun to catch up. Yeah. So, flood at in-house, so much money. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay. And then I had some to-do things. So, all right. The next day was Tuesday, the 18th. This was a fun day. Our woodpecker is back. Now, I don't know necessarily if it's Rico, which is why I'm hesitant. But I posted something on Instagram. I know some of you saw it because we have some funny stories about Rico and why I call him Rico. But we have some beautiful woodpeckers here. And so this was actually in a Happy Mail from an old children's book. And I just thought it was so cool. Yeah, so I put that in there. I was studying today and doing more CEUs. And then tonight we got to go to a baseball game, and my daughter's team was highlighted. The Tacoma Galaxy was highlighted at the baseball game. I know. And it was so cool because she threw out the first pitch, which we had no idea. It was very cool. So anyway, she got to sit up in the luxury suite. So that's her ticket. And then we had our regular tickets. And yeah, it was fun. It was just a fun game. Here's another sticky note. I have gone through my stuff. I don't know. Nothing happened this day. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I got to figure out something. We obviously finished a jar of coffee. I bought or finished these. I had stuck this in here like when I made it. So I just don't know. I don't know what happened this day. And I have a thing here of sushi. So that tells me, and it's like the kind you buy at the grocery store. So it tells me I probably went to the market this day. I picked that up on my way home. I don't know. That's it, folks. I mean, I can't find a text, a picture. I don't have yeah. But I do like this page, and these are both pockets that are stenciled with the leaves. Kind of fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, this day was fun. My godson posted his official announcement that he was hired at Disney Paris. Disney Paris. And so he did a photo shoot, obviously at Disneyland. And yeah, so stinking cute. So that's him whispering in Goofy's ear. And then like his button and at the casting agency, and just so stinking cute. Here's another thing of coffee. We tend to use different, whatever. I'm sure you don't care. Okay. Oh yeah. So sent out his announcement today. Oh, the cleaning crew came today. The boy left for Chicago. My daughter and her friend walked the dog. We went to the thrift store and packed for the weekend. Okay, so this weekend is the weekend my mom and sister and people drove up from California. They've been traveling like a whole week through Oregon, stopping at people's houses, Northern California, etc. And we drove up and met them in Anacortes. And my parents' dear friends took us out on their boat, and we took my daddy out to the islands there. So there was little jars of his ashes for each of us, and I did not leave my ashes there. I wanted to take them back down to California. So I just put Oh, so I made a note here and I put like grief is weird. Sometimes it involves laughter. And we had some great laughter this day. We really did. And so my mom had like their sailing tote bag or whatever. And then inside of it, she had a Victoria's Secret bag with all the jars of my dad. And we just could not stop laughing. I was like, okay, Daddy would be really happy that he was writing in a Victoria's Secret bag. Like, I'm just like, what is happening right now? And so we got a laugh out of that. And then I caught this sweet picture at the end of the day. And my daughter is walking with my mom in her left hand. And in my right hand, in her right hand, she has my dad in the bag. Oh, so I just thought it was just so sweet. It was like my whole world, you know. So these are napkins. This is obviously where I did my stenciling on this piece of paper and then cut out a pocket. This was a napkin that they used for lunch when they served us lunch, and I just love it. But it was very sweet because it was actually a gift like from my mom and my dad when I'm sure with a very nice bottle of wine or whatever else when they had hosted them on their boat sometime in the past, right? And so she had remembered that those were from my mom and gotten them out. So this is actually from, I did a video on this. This is actually a greeting card that I decided to cut up a lot of my greeting cards, sympathy cards, birthday cards, whatever. This happens to be sympathy. And you can like rip off the front or do like, you can keep part of it. And then I kept the part with the writing on it, you know, but for a while they've been out in a bowl, like in our living room or whatever. Right. But anyway, I just thought this was just so beautiful. And so it was obviously a full card and it had flowers or whatever else on it. And I just cut it into a strip here. This is part of the card as well, but a different part. So this is just a strip. I just glued it on either end to make kind of a belly band. And then I made a card to tuck in here. Okay. So there's my sister, my mom and I, there's my family. My son is sailing. So he got invited to, you know, race in this semi-pro race. And, like if anybody would understand, it would be my dad. Like, yeah, I mean, he'd say, go catch the wind, kid, you know, like, so, yeah, that's where I'm at with the emotions still, guys. So I said, we got up early. We met them up there. Yeah. Dad's last trip cruising up here. We had a lovely time. The boat is beautiful. Their friends are lovely. They've been longtime family friends for years. And I said it was a goodbye filled with lots of tears and many good memories. And we found a great Mexican food restaurant afterwards for dinner, just very impromptu. We actually walked there from the marina and we had a great dinner that was very casual and light and like good spirits, right? So, all right, the next day is Saturday. So from that night, we drove to an Airbnb and we all stayed there. My mom and us, we all got the Airbnb. And the next day we went to the farmer's market. We got coffee at Mocha Joe Coffee and we bought lots of fresh seafood and bread and amazing things for dinner. And so it was like a birthday dinner for me. And my mom gifted me these antique oyster plates that are simply stunning. And my husband had bought these beautiful oysters. And so we shucked them all. And, well, they shucked them all for my birthday. And then we had a birthday dinner. My sister is really a talented cook. And so she made this amazing spread. It was amazing. The freshest halibut and salmon and oysters. And it was just amazing. And salad. It was gorgeous. And there was this cool lady at the farmer's market that you could plant a plant. Like, you could buy the plant and all these little things that you could plant it in. Anyway, so we planted a plant in memory of my dad. And then there's just my sweet girl. She's just so good to like hold on to my mom and kind of walk with her and stuff. It was just amazing. So amazing birthday dinner. I want to document, we actually watched a movie, but I forgot what movie. I'll go back. This is my actual birthday. It was on Sunday. We woke up. We had to kind of get out of the Airbnb. My kids sent this picture. I need a note here regarding how they placed. They did really well. This was an amazing opportunity for them, though, to get a slot in this regatta on that level. So it was very, very cool. Yep, great weekend on the water, great learning, and great connections. They really enjoyed it. So I made a card here. This is the stencil here. And then, no, yes, this is the stencil, like where you push the paint through it. And then I flipped it onto this side, so you get the opposite. Okay. We left and we drove a little bit south of where we were, and to Woodby Island, and then ended up going to visit with one of my mom's friends from many, many years ago, like college. And then we split up, and my mom came home with us, and my sister went and flew home for the week. And so mom came to stay with us. So we get to Monday, the 24th. My mom and Rue and I ran errands. We took her to the big Goodwill, just for fun. We found a really cool sign for our bedroom. And so we went to the market. We got her some food, like, food for the week and what we were going to cook and whatnot. And then she bought this Star Wars dog toy for Whiskey that's whatever, foolproof, break proof, chew proof, whatever it is. And I'm like, no, we all know how that ends. I swear, I keep telling Rue, like, you need to hire him out to the dog toy people, because there is not a toy that he has not destroyed yet. Like, so we grabbed JJ's for lunch, and we had a relaxing afternoon, and we came home, and my husband came home after dinner. So pretty like mellow day, really. There's only a little bit of journaling. This actually right here, I made this page with you guys. This is actually a card also. It's a very fun idea though, and I haven't really done it before. But obviously this is just the inside of the card. This is where it says, insert your gift here, right? Like a check or a card. But I just thought it was fun, like the slit right there. And so I just used it for a journaling card. And super simple idea. You could do it with any piece of paper, right? And it's tight enough that you can see I'm kind of working it in there, that it will hold it. Okay, the next day I had to work. So I went into work, and my mom and husband watched Congressional Cup racing. The boy went golfing with friends. On my way home from work, there was a new Goodwill that I hadn't been to, and I decided to stop. And I found some pieces for my bounding outfit for September, and I'm so excited. So I was excited for that. And then I love bringing home the art that the kids like gift me. It was just so sweet. Someone made me like this rainbow bracelet, and then this was like some art that they did, and it was just little snippets from my day, but really nothing, right? Like a little bit of what happened. I went to Goodwill. I made a whole thing here about, right? So again, there's days where we don't have a lot to journal, and that is, what this looks like. This right here is another piece of a card. Okay. So I took the card, and it had a white piece of paper on it that, like vellum or something that said something about grief and dads or, whatever. Take that out. And then this is the actual card base, which is completely usable. So I enjoyed actually using some of those. All right, Wednesday, some stuff here that I journaled behind this. And then I worked today. I brought home some pizza. We watched a movie. Rue headed out with friends at night. And I'm actually just going to put here, like, after practice. I forgot she had practice that night. This is terrifying. Like when we came home at different times, but when she drove home, she was ahead of me. And then when I drove home we live kind of like out a ways, right? Like you got to go down this road. It's a 2-lane road. When I got there, it's completely blocked, like fire truck, multiple police. I'm thinking this has got to be really bad accident. And, and yet weird at the same time, because it's like a narrow road. It's not like a 4-lane highway. It's a 35-mile limit. Like it's just, anyway, we couldn't get through. And so we had to go back out around and around the other way and back to the house. So We found out the next morning that there was a domestic shooting. A domestic shooting, like 2 minutes from my house. Crazy, crazy, and scary, right? But there was, yeah, some sort of domestic issue, and they got into this major argument. There was obviously substances involved, and I shouldn't say obviously, but there were substances involved, and just tragic, tragic. So anyway, multi-generations live there, I guess, like, and so thankfully the children were okay. I mean, it was horrible to read that the next morning. It was horrible to read that. So, super grateful that, I don't know, like, that we're safe. I mean, I know that sounds horrible to say, but like, that's just horrible. It just breaks my heart. So here's a little thing from the pizza I brought home. Here's just a little tag I made to take up space, and they put that on there first and then did the journaling. So, all right. The next day was Thursday. We just had a pretty basic morning, like piddling around the house, if you will. My mom just really enjoyed being up here, and I think kind of away from her house for a little bit, and kind of in the quiet, sitting out on the deck, looking out over the water, and like, not having anything here to do, if that makes sense. Like at home, there's things she has to do, whether it's bills or paperwork or things with my dad, like whatever it is. And here she can just sit out there and read a book. And she brought lots of books, and we actually found more books at Goodwill when we went. And so she just really enjoyed that. So we had a very quiet morning. And then the three of us, Rue and she and I, went to the farmer's market, and we bought her some CBD for her feet, and it's thankfully been really helpful. So that's really good. We bought beautiful flowers. If you've ever been to like the Seattle Pike's Place Market, those are the same flowers. They bring them, local artists. Anyway, doesn't matter. Gorgeous. And we brought some homemade sourdough bread, and they had a taqueria guy there that makes it, for, oh my gosh, the best tacos. So good. And then my sister arrived tonight. She flew back up, and she got there. We visited a little bit, and they started packing, and I did not go to the gym. Oh, and we bought duck eggs. We bought duck eggs. The next day, we ate such duck eggs. We woke up, we all made breakfast. I was violently sick within 30 minutes. I was like, what is happening? I cannot be sick. Like, this is not sick. It had to have been food poisoning. But I don't know from what, because we all ate the same food. And so it was bad. Like, I was on the bathroom floor. I just curled up in a ball. It was not good for like 4 hours. So Rue helped my sister and mom pack up the car and load them up and everything. And then they left a little bit ahead of us. Rue left to drive down to Olympia. She had a soccer game down there. And so she went, and I was like, kiddo, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Like, I was totally feeling better, but it was like 1:00 and the game wasn't till 7 or something like that. Like, I'm going to do my best. But anyway, my sister and mom checked into a hotel down there, and then they met us at the game. I ended up making it, and I was like, fine. Like, my stomach was still sore, but like, I was fine. That was nuts. That was nuts. So I just said we had to say goodbye in the parking lot, which was kind of hard. They ended up staying there, because it's already an hour south of us. So they're going to start their ride home to California the next day. But so saying goodbye was hard, but not horrible, because we know we're going to see them in a couple weeks. So like, it's always hard, but okay. Here is a sticky that I need to finish. I don't have information. I know my boy is racing, and I don't have a picture. I need to find something, and it goes in this pocket right here. Okay. So, but I just put a home day, and I said, after being with family for over a week and a wide range of emotions, we all needed a home day. We did all the home things, including laundry, and I got to journal. My husband did yard work and watched racing, and Rue worked on her outfits for school and Rush and starting her petitions for classes. And I said, nice to have a little rain today and cool. And then the next day it says hello summer, and it's Saturday, June 30th. And I got caught up on some journaling today, and then we went and watched Rue play, and it's probably her last game. And it was very emotional, and it was very cool that she got to play for the semi-pro league this summer. But she's not returning to play at school, and like the likelihood of her getting drafted or whatever to play on this level team again is, probably not going to happen. And she probably won't even come home next summer. Yeah, so I just wrote in here about kind of the emotions that go with that. It was a lot. It hit her hard, and they kind of said goodbye in the waiting room, in the locker room. It was it's hard anyway. Like, the season's over for this particular team. This season's over, and so that was hard. And then knowing that, like, she's not returning to play kind of hit hard that day. So it was kind of emotional. So that's that. This was a stencil, which I kind of like it. And then here is the June, what are we calling this? Collage calendar, sticker collage calendar. I don't know. It's a mess. It's okay. It has a stencil on the bottom, which I actually really like. It has like kind of this ray of sun, if you will, that comes out this way. So I like that. And I mean, it's okay. I stenciled all these numbers on here. These are all stenciled. Oh, that's not true. These are taped. So it must have only gone up to a certain number. I don't know. Nope, I mixed and matched it. That's what I did. I was going to use the tape. And whatever. It doesn't matter. I used tape and stencils. How about that? Here is, oh, that's a stamp, not a stencil. But I really enjoy the collage calendar. You guys know, if you haven't done it, I think it's kind of a fun way to get just a little snapshot of your day. I can tell you very clearly, this is the day right here that my godson, posted his announcement. Just fun things, right? Soccer, kind of like sad face there. I don't know. So that is June, and that's the back of the journal. This is like a little paper thing I made with the kids, just like really, I don't even know, and wrapped it up with a piece of tape. And so I stuck it in my journal. Okay. So it sticks out. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more floppy, but it's going to look like that. I do have a few stickies. I will try and go back and journal at least something on those pages, but if not, it's a wash. Like, we are done with June. Okay. Cause I apologize. We're kind of late in flipping it. So let me know your thoughts, you guys. If you're playing along with item of the month, how did stencils go for you? And if you're not, and if you're just hearing about it and you want to join in, yes, we are now in August, and we have a whole new fun adventure to play with this month. So that is down below on my playlist, and it's listed under the item of the month playlist, so you can go check it out there. So I appreciate you being here, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And if you are new here, please say hello below. I'd love to say hello and get to know you a little bit. And I will talk to you all soon. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're documenting your days, even on the days that we just are writing maybe a little something about what we ate, or if we worked, or if there's a memory. Those are all important. So I think some of those days are what we consider just normal, and we forget them. And so if we document a little something from that day, even music we heard on the radio or something like that, it's always fun to look back and say, like, oh yeah, that's right, that did happen. So that's it for me, you guys. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you very much. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.